Every single one of these is melted into this cable and has melted against the manifold. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. It's a pretty nice day. It's just my ears. I got wimpy ears. They get cold and it's windy again. Old Glory's getting a workout. Brand new flag yesterday, and then it got real windy. Imagine that. But we've got lots more flags where that came from. Hey, we're back on actual classics here. Don't laugh. I'm counting it. It's a pretty cool truck, actually. It's gonna get real windy. We're coming from around the trees here. We've got to fix this 1964 C6500 grain truck. Really cool truck. The gentleman that owns this owned the red 2500 that we did a video on a while back, and worked on a couple other things for him. He needs something to haul sand in for his horses, so it's got some sort of small block Chevy. Really clean old truck overall. It's got the handy dandy Heartland hood keeper downer, but yeah, rust free. We're gonna reinstall this mirror. I'm gonna get back in the shop. It's just windier than heck out here.
That is not right.
Ooh, smells like turpentine.
It does. It is not run good at all.
We're back into classics. 1964 C6500. We'll call it a grain truck. It's got a couple of, minor issues. Number one, it seems to have a slight miss. I don't know if you could tell or not, but maybe just a slight miss. And then number two, it's got about 1/26th of the amount of brakes that it should have. And then number three, none of the lights work at all, not a bit. So we've got our work cut out for us. Oh, and the 2-speed rear axle, but that's going to be frosting if we get to that. We're going to have to take this one step at a time. First, I got to pull the steering wheel off and see what kind of turn signal switch we got to order, so we can start on the lights a little bit. And then, really, it's a pretty decent running 283 V8's what's going to be in here. Pretty decent running engine. It's just sat for a long time. It's got some fouled plugs and some bad wires, I'm sure. So we'll get that up and running. But bear with us. We're going to start first on the inside so we can get some parts ordered. Okay, so here's the inside of the 64 C6500. Usual old truck stuff, farm truck stuff. Here's your 2-speed switch. We'll get into that a little later. It actuates up here. We'll see where the actuator goes to. One thing I did notice, the handy dander hood holder downer, that's one of the hood hinges. So when it does come time to deal with the misfire, I'm not sure how we're gonna hold the hood up. We'll have to get some sticks. But we're in here for turn signals and lights and stuff, and well, I wanted to pop the cover off the old steering wheel So we can see just exactly what style switch we have in here, so I can order the right one. They don't have these things in stock. And here's what I found. Yeah, we might have to get a new one. That's supposed to go there. This screw came out is what started it all. This, and then somebody got angry here, it looks like, and yeah, there's breakage. So we're gonna get this out, kind of put it together on the bench so we can take a picture of it and make sure we get the right one, because believe it or not, these range in price from about $50 or $60 to literally $160. So we're gonna make sure, hopefully we can get one of the $50 or $60 ones, and at the very least the one we get is the right one. So let's get this out. We got some Phillips screws, we got a 1/4 inch nut here. This old column is just a pipe column in these old grain trucks, so the wire harness goes down here and we'll unplug it under the dash. Might even be this guy right here, but we'll get that off and then we'll get on the bench and we'll show you the carnage. Well, here's where we're at. For some reason the top of the steering column is full of, I mean, it's dirt. This turn signal switch is completely busted, and oh, sorry, excuse my reach across you there. The upper steering column bearing appears to be integral. It's part of the whole assembly, and maybe it pops in there and pops out, but I'm guessing that's why they're so expensive to replace. Things just keep falling out all over. Hang on, there's a screw, we need that guy. So one thing to note, there's a little hole where the cloth clad loom, I guess you would call it, goes through, and then on this end there's a big piece, and on this end there's 2 big connectors. So, and this little neck here is tack welded onto the column, so there's no, we're gonna have to cut these and splice in new ones. Well, we're gonna have to go back with this type of turn signal switch, because without the turn signal switch, this is what your steering column does. So yeah, at the very least, have to get on the interweb and see what the options are. So I was just dinking around with this, and what we can do before we go chopping this wire harness up is this turn signal switch still functions. That would be right. That would be, and that's center. That's left. Let's see. Hear that? There's a click. There's something clicking. Let's take a look. I mean, I don't have high hopes at all, but there's a flasher flashing. Nope. Nothing there. Nothing there. Great. Okay. Let's try the other side, just because we can. Our flasher stopped clicking. Let's try this. Then we got nothing. Maybe it's on. I don't know. Let's go look. No. I thought maybe we'd get real lucky. Back. Nope. Inside. Nothing over here. Okie doke. That's a big old strikeout. But we're not going to chop those wires right now. We're going to try and put this together and get a picture of it in the truck. And then we'll start diagnosing some of the lighting circuits and stuff. Okay, updates. Here's your light switch. So you got park lights, headlights, dome light. There is no dome light. Don't think we're worried about that. Don't think we're even worried about dash lights at this point. But we do got to make it street legal. So nothing here. I'm pretty sure these are I'm turning lights only. What do we got in the front? Nothing. We got a I'm turning light. I don't think those are park lights. Oh, look here. We got a winner. We got one. Front of the dump bed. That's pretty outstanding. How about the back of the... Nope. Nothing there. Underneath, we got tail... Nope, no tail lights. Okay. Yep. Same with that back corner light. Nothing there. You know, one ain't bad. And how about this front marker? Ooh, 2. Hey, I'll take 2 at this point. So we know there's power coming out of the switch. That's good news. We can crawl under this thing and find the broken wires and chewed wires and bad connections and stuff like that. That's no big deal. So we got a starting point, and yeah, we're making progress. So I'm not too keen on continually running this on like 3 cylinders. So let's see if we can at least get some of the misfire sorted out. So when we're moving it around, we just aren't, you know, drowning this poor engine in its own gasoline and causing even more headache for us when it comes to drivability. All right, we'll just hit the old hood latch here. Okay. Now, remind me to put this back on before we do the road test, because believe it or not, it's a nice hood, and this hood will fit a C10, C20 of this generation. So one day somebody's gonna want this puppy, and we don't want to whack over the back of the truck. That's it. All right, what do we got here? We got some. Ooh, we got a lever. Oh, here we go. Oh no, okay. Oh, that's the extra. This is the extra safety. Hang on. Just in case the strap breaks. There we go. We got the baling wire. There. Now let's go. Okay. Oh, it does have both hinges. All right, it's gonna hold itself. Hey, I'm okay with that. What do we got? Where are we doing? Where do we have? Why do we have it? I see plug wires. They appear to be there. Yeah. Oh, hey. If you haven't noticed, we got scotch lockage, and we've got twisty with not even a wire nut, and we've got some other stuff. So, yeah. This guy, don't know if we're even charging. Come up here. Yeah. All right. Watch out, don't poke me in here. Oh, the heater fan's unplugged. That's too bad. Heater hoses are still hooked up. Oh boy. Okay, I'll show you this in a minute. We've got more twisty ties. We got a butt connector at least, but ain't good. Got the old interstate battery. He likes the interstate batteries. Yeah. I'm not the smartest guy on the block, but this might be why we don't have turn signals or park lights in the front. Yeah, we need to pull some spark plugs. Got the good center dump manifolds on it though. 283 V8 set to 2-barrel, maybe a 1-barrel, but probably 2. Yeah, we can deal with this. Let's get you in here. So, right off the bat, we've got plug wires getting pushed up against. Here, where's my? Oh, I need my stool for this one. We've got plug wires getting pushed up against the manifold by this cable here, and it's all melted. Every single one of these is melted into this cable and has melted against the manifold. So, yeah, that's a problem. Here, I'll show you. They can't come apart. Look at that. Yeah, we need plug wires. So let's pop a plug. Gosh, we're probably running on half an engine, you guys. Look at this though. This is just, this intake, the water pump hose, it just hanging on. We got to replace on that. This one over here, probably the same thing. I'm not as worried about that. We got a new flexilator hose on the bottom. Well, the belts aren't too bad, but we got to get those 2 hoses fixed up. That's bad. So plug wires, a couple hoses. Yeah. We'll try to find a fuel filter. Should be one on the carb maybe. And that kind of stuff. We'll check points, check shiver to cap, that kind of thing. But yeah, here's where we're starting, because those should not be connected. They're not supposed to do that. Okay, Jalen stopped riding and wants to help a little bit, so it's teaching moment time. We'll put the GoPro, you all already saw it, so you know what you're looking for. Now Jalen's got to find why this thing has such a bad misfire. Well, shoot, that magnet won't hold there very well. We'll point the camera down there, or even give him a hint, everybody.
I don't know. There's this. That's.
I took that off.
Yeah. Does that have anything to do with this?
Nope.
No.
You had your hand on it.
I did. So this.
Nope.
This.
Nope. Your finger's touching it right now.
This.
Yeah. Trace that back to where where the plug wires are.
Like that stuff.
Now move that whole cable, and look what the plug wires do.
Oh. They're melted to it.
Yeah. So the cable was pushing the plug wires up against the manifold, and it all melted together. So each one of those plug wires is shorted not only to one another probably, but also to ground. So the whole passenger side of this engine probably
It's not firing.
has not been firing for some time. So yeah. So we're going to get plug wires and spark plugs in the morning, and then it will probably run quite a bit better. And then, what do you see any other issues, Jalen, about this? Just glaring, punching in the face?
I don't know. That's probably fine, but that bothers me.
No, it's not fine.
No?
Those hoses we're probably going to have to order, but we'll get plugs and plug wires for it. That'll liven it up quite a bit. And then we'll take the air cleaner off. We'll look at the carburetor, see how it runs, and then see what the customer wants to do to make it work better. So
I'm not sure how I feel about that either.
yeah, we can put a new end on that wire. We need to probably check and make sure it is charging. Seems like it. It sat here for 3 days and without running, and still started, and it drove 15 or so miles to get here. So yeah, I think it's got a fairly new radiator. We do need a coolant hose or two, and we're on the road to recovery. So that's lesson for today.
Yeah.
Route your plug wires away from the exhaust and other metal cables that can melt them. So that's where we're at. Okay, so that's all 8 spark plugs, all 8 plug wires. We're all swapped out. Let's see, theoretically now, she should run on all 8. And oh, by the way, to know you did the job right, the ground in front of the vehicle you're working on should look something like this, where, you know, organized where the old plug wires are. You guys probably caught it on the time lapse, but we went ahead and put a cable tie on this. I don't know if it's a PTO cable, I believe, one of the actuators for the PTO or the dump bed, and that was the one that's way down there, was shorted out and melted into all the plug wires on this side. So now it's up out of the way. Life is pretty good. Let's see how she runs now. More better. Runs pretty good when it runs on all 8. Looks like you got an exhaust leak. That's okay. Oh, cracked manifold. running good. So that's where we're at with the C65. We got some more stuff to do. PTO, coolant hose, some other stuff. But we certainly are making headway getting things done. Appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, click the bell, all that good stuff. We'll catch you on the next one.